Hello everyone, my name is Kadem, Solutions Architect here at Cisco. I'm going to take a few moments of your time to show you how to integrate our secure firewall with Amazon's Security Data Lake. So we have a public Git repository which provides a CloudFormation template. This template will pre-populate a EC2 instance with our Encore client that is used to have secure communication with a firepower management device to Amazon Security Data Lake. So we just upload that template from our Git repository to CloudFormation. We'll be prompted with a few key pieces of information we need to make the connection. I do need to specify a stack name, our certificate file that will be downloaded from our FMC. We have a complete tutorial on how to do that. We can provide a link to that below. We need to provide the password for that FMC certificate. And as we go down, we need to populate a decent-sized EC2 instance, as well as our local PEM file that will be used to make the connection. And so, as I look here, I can go to the Security Data Lake. I do need to provide a URL that represents the custom source in Security Data Lake. This custom source will be used to reference all Cisco firewall data. As you can see here, this is the URL that represents our custom data source. I need to copy the bucket name and then provide that here. And finally, I need to pull my FMC IP address. Now, one thing to note is that if this is a private FMC, you will need to configure your EC2 instance to tunnel directly to that private FMC. We do not provide that by default. So now that I've specified the required parameters to create this EC2 instance, I'm going to go ahead and kick this process off. There are, of course, additional options if you wish to include policies or roles to manage this within your organization. We will not go into that in this tutorial. As soon as I click Next, I can see that my CloudFormation stack is in the process of being created. And now that that's finished, we can go and directly manage the resources that were assigned to this particular EC2 instance. Some things to take note of is the public IP address. This will be used to redirect traffic from the web server within the EC2 instance to our local machine. This is important because that will be the way we access the Encore management portal. So we do need to run one command locally in order to redirect that traffic. I'll provide that here in this next screen. We have to reference our PEM file. We have to specify a local port. Anything that is available on your network can be used. And once that command is executed, we can see the Encore management system right here. So using that port and just the OCSF URL extension, we come to the output page. This is used to control data flowing from our EC2 instance to Amazon Security Data Lake data sources. Additionally, we have a monitoring screen. This will detail the event rate, as well as the specific transactions that took place between the two servers, including the request ID, the host information, the file name, when it was transmitted, and the universal e-tag. We also provide a direct link to the S3 URL bucket so that you can directly access that information in your AWS console. Finally, we provide a configuration section. This will allow us to edit any of the initial values we provided in the CloudFormation script, as well as a method to control the data flow between EC2 and Security Data Lake. So let's go take a look at the Security Data Lake. We're going to view the information that we have sent across by going to Custom Sources. From there, we can see our custom source name and the S3 URL, which was also accessible in our monitoring screen. This S3 URL will contain a partition that represents our data from Cisco Firepower. So if we click on the top level folder and drill down to each section of the partition, will come with the event day. This represents the Cisco event data for that particular date and time. And as we can see, we do have a Parquet file, and this Parquet file represents data sent from Cisco Secure Firewall to Security Data Lake. So that concludes our tutorial on how to integrate data with Amazon Security Data Lake. If you have any questions or comments, please post those below or send us a direct email to our Encore mailing list. A link is in the description. Thank you very much for your time.